Hey everyone, I should be live right now, but I'm gonna give it a second because it's not loading completely on my computer. So, welcome, welcome, good morning, happy Monday, happy New Year to whomever is joining this live. It's been quite a while since I've been able to come live, and it's the first work Monday of the year, and we are here. So, I'm excited about it, and we are. Oh, no, I already did this. Okay. Subscribe to. All right. So uh, I'm here because I want to talk briefly for 10 to 15 minutes. It's not going to be a long one because then um, today's going to be a busy Monday for me, and I'm sure for you as well, as a lot of kids go back to school today. So this year, like new year, it's not a new year, it's not a new me, it's same me. But what we're doing this year is up leveling the standards, right? And it's going to be a new space. There's a new space created for a lot of you, and I'm excited about it. So definitely, if you're here, hashtag live, hashtag replay, because my thing is to get this video like pushed out by the algorithm. A lot of you are very vocal about the amount of value that you get from my page and from me. So definitely hashtag live, hashtag replay, engage with my content. That's what I'm asking you to do, especially if you find value in the work that I share with you. Because I'm not going to be very coy or not ask about it. I'm asking you to engage with my content. That's all I ask. And then I have other products, other services offered to you, but I ask that you engage, like especially if it's useful to you, to let me know because I want to come here with purpose and teach each and every one of you what's important for your organization, your company in terms of operations and systems. And I need you to be able to do that. So when I say new year, same me, but new standards and new space created for a lot of you. That's what I mean. So hashtag live, let me know you're here, engage with my content. That's the least you can do, especially on this platform, because then nobody's asking you for 2 cents here. Just by your comment. So go ahead and comment and let me know you're here. So, like I was saying, hi everybody, happy new year. It's not going to be a long live. And it's not about the hype for me this year. It's about the standards, not only for myself, but for my business and the community I'm creating and the community I'm building. Now, oh, let me make sure I share this with my group. I always forget to do that. Okay. I shared it with my group, so we're good. So first, what I expect from myself, because then if I expect something from anybody, myself, I expect something from myself first. So I'm committing myself to like clarity, being more clear over the noise. So there's going to be more consistency over bursts of motivation because one thing for me is that 2025, there's been a lot going on and there were bursts of motivation. We're not doing that. So there needs to be a level of consistency in how to make sure that you are able to do that. And I'm grateful that I focus on operation. That's the only thing that saved me in 2025 is having systems in place. So consistency over bursts of motivation is very important and doing the work when nobody is clapping because half the time well most of the time you see me showing up on here and going live. I really didn't care who was showing. I'm showing up anyway because you do the work when nobody is showing and you're not doing it for the clout. You're not doing it for people to clap for you, for people to be telling you how much of a good job you're doing. So you need to be very mindful of how you're doing the work and showing up regardless. It does not matter if people are clapping for you or not. Okay. And I'm not here to play business or play nonprofit. We are building things that actually work. So I work with nonprofits and I work with for profits. It's not a battle of because operations and systems, like it looks different for each, but it is the same thing. And I focus on operational clarity in operational work and helping organizations build theirs and companies build their system. So I'm here to build things that actually work, right? And that means I'm being very clear on what I offer, who it's for, and who it's not for. Because one thing I want you to leave here with today is understanding there is something for everyone in my business if you are clear on what you need. Because I am clear on what I offer, but you need to be clear on what you need. So I invite you to sit down and realize what you need, because then the work that I do with operations and systems, I serve companies that make over $500,000 in a year in revenue, and companies that make that much in revenue as well. And they have staff, they have paid staff. So the goal of my work is to help them set up operations that support the work that they're doing. Because I made a post the other day is the what worked for two people will not work for 10, and what worked for 10 will not work for 20. And it's the same concept. Because then your operations and your systems need to evolve to support the work that you do. So that's what I want to be clear on. Is there something for organizations or companies that are making less than 500K? Yes, there is. Because especially if you're a nonprofit, there's a nonprofit navigator community, which is a self-paced course that has access to um, like once a month group sessions where you can ask me questions so you get support. So if your organization is making less than $500,000, there is a space for you and you get support from me, right? But the new space I created this year is a simple membership, not with coaching and consulting like the navigator space, but it is a membership where you get newsletters every week on system related things for your organization that you can utilize. And there's a private community of other organizations like yourself, and it's $2.99 per month. So that is a definite good option if you want content that's not posted on Facebook, that's not posted on LinkedIn, that you are curious about. And that's where I will share more things with my community, is in there in this community that I'm building. So that definitely is something that you need to subscribe to. The monthly membership, the link is in the comments for this live. Now, I'm going to talk clearly about what I expect from my community because I talked about what I expect for myself. I expect that my community shows up with curiosity because I feel like there's a lack of curiosity from a lot of people where they see something and they just like get so emotionally wound up that they're not thinking or being curious about what's being said. That level of curiosity is very much needed to help with everything that's happening, right? But I expect curiosity from my audience to ensure that if I see something you don't understand, come with a heart of curiosity, like a curious heart. Because if I say something, there must be a reason I'm saying it. I expect respect because if you're not respecting anybody in the community that I am that's being built, the community that you have access to, then you're gonna have to go, right? And I expect people to want to learn, ask questions, and share what they're seeing in real life. Because if you're not sharing real life examples, it makes it very difficult for you to even get to the next level. Because if you want your company and your organization to grow, then be honest about what you're experiencing. Because I promise you, in that private community, it's just us. Somebody else may be experiencing the same issues that you're having. So go ahead and share what you're seeing in real life in your industry. Because this space that I'm curating, the membership community, is not a space for complaining without action. So we may share our grievances, but there needs to be action taken. And that's the thing with me. You may complain to me, you may tell me things that are happening, but my next question for you is, what are you going to do about it? Whether you like it or not, what are you going to do about it? So that space is for coming up with solutions because you cannot stay in a space where you're complaining only. And we're not doing that. Okay. It's not a space where I'm going to chase people to use the information. No, share what's happening so you can actually have solutions that are presented to you. Because when you share real life examples in the community, I'm going to be able to use that for the next newsletter. right? You may be able to get answers to that by just sharing what you're experiencing, right? Because if you join this community, you're there because you want to understand how things work better, like operations, systems, capacity, decision making. These are things you want to understand how to work better. So, like I was sharing earlier, that's why I launched this $2.99 per month membership, right? It's not coaching, like I was saying, it's not consulting, but it's not a place where I'm going to fix your organization for you. It is an informational space because in the membership, what's happening, you're going to get exclusive access to certain webinars that I don't share with everybody. You get access to a private community where you can share these things and hopefully get a solution. And also, that gives me a space to share newsletters or content based on problems that you share, right? And information you actually need can be explained in plain language. Because a lot of times you get information presented to you in complex jargon that is not useful to you. You want it presented in plain language, which is something I find very important. That information needs to be presented to you in plain language, right? And it's going to be a space for you to talk with peers who are dealing with similar things. So the community part is for you all to interact with each other. And I'm not going to be doing the work for you, but it's going to be an informational space to provide information on how to fix certain problems. Because then I am very understanding that content on social media can be overwhelming as you're getting so much information at once. It's a lot, right? So a private community where you're able to get very narrowed information to get to a space that you want to get is very important. That's why I curated this space and that's why I want you to join. So the link is in the comments if you're on Facebook. And don't forget hashtag live or hashtag replay if you're here, right? So definitely do that. And I also want to kind of clear up the difference between this monthly membership and my Facebook subscription because my Facebook subscription is one thing, but it's not the same. Facebook subscription, like it's only my posts, my content, written insights. Like this year, it's going to only contain that. But the webinars, the private community, deeper access to information and conversations, that's going to be in the membership, and that's $2.99, right? So two different things. Choose what actually fits for you and what you want, because then either of them are great choices, but pick what you need based on where you are. Now, again, I want you to remember the part that matters the most is that if you're looking for personalized advice and strategy for your organization, or you're looking for someone to dig deeper into your systems and operation, the membership is not for that. Okay? And that's on purpose. If you want something deeper and you need to reach out, book a consultation. And then we'll talk about what the next step should be or what your organization needs. And that will go from there. And that's where that level of support happens is in the consultation, not in the membership. So I want to make that boundary clear for you to understand which one you need and how to move forward. And I need to get ready to go, so I'm gonna leave on this. I'm looking forward to this year. I'm excited about it, and I'm looking forward to building a community that's grounded, honest, and actually useful. So if the membership makes sense for you, join. If it doesn't, there's no pressure at all, but I wanted to be very clear about what I'm building and why I'm building it. So the links are in the comments for Facebook in the Facebook live replay. So go ahead and check the comments and subscribe to the monthly membership. If you're looking to book a consultation, you'll see a link that says ways to work with me. That is my Stan Store link. You can book a consultation that way. And if you're looking to join the Facebook subscription, that is, you can go on my private page and join that. So definitely look forward to hearing from all of you and how your New Year's went, how your holiday went. I'm excited and I'm going to get ready to hit the road and get started with work. I think this week I have like a few meetings on the books and I'm looking forward to what 2026 has in store for me and for you. I want to see your organizations and companies grow. So with that said, I'm leaving you. Have an amazing Monday. Happy New Year and thank y'all for joining me.